Hi everyone, I'm Madeleine and welcome to my August crochet journal. Today is the 5th of August and I hope you're all somewhere cozy and warm because here it's windy, it's icy, it's raining. It's been raining since yesterday and yeah, this is take 2 of my recordings. Well, not completely, but there was something wrong with my mic, so most of the footage I had to re-record. Voiceovers ain't gonna cut it, but anyway, so I hope you're having a better day than I. The wind turned earlier and I was smoked out of the deck. Oh, what a morning. So let's get the good stuff going. I'm gonna put down this cup of coffee and we'll start with our finished items. Okay, you remember I made a jersey for my son and I still had nearly an entire ball of yarn left of the 100 grams from charity danika double knit. So I started a beanie. Hey. Okay, I'm not completely finished. I still need to work in the tails. I'm very happy with this one. Let me show you. Okay. I say, yeah, it's a little tight for me. Well, actually, it fits quite nice. Okay, so yeah, this is his beanie, and I completed this project about a week ago, and then I wasn't happy with the crown. Do you remember I said I'm gonna do it like a 6-star spiral, but I wasn't happy with the texture of the spiral. It was just too bulky for me. I made this beanie as to fit his raglan, and I thought, okay, well, we've got the ribbing like his jersey ribbings, and then it's the knit stitch as is the rest of the body, and I thought, okay, it's a raglan sweater, so maybe I can show some decreases or whatever, but I didn't. The star made a very pointy center, and I do like the more rounded one. You see here, there's a recipe I used. I was digging through a whole bunch of YouTube videos and I found this lady. I can't remember her name now, but obviously I will leave the link below. She had a cheat sheet with her beanies, and you can go and get that cheat sheet yourself if you go to a video. In the descriptions, then there's a Google Drive link, and then the sheet is there, and you can just save it to your phone or save it to your computer, your PC or whatever, laptop or what, and then you have it, and you can reuse it for any beanie that you make. So it's basically you do a third, or yeah, most beanies the third is the rim. The only time the rim is a little bit longer is when you do the double rim. But let's say, yes, we work from this. 1/3 is the rim, 1/3 is the body of the hat, and then the last third is the crown. And in that third is where you use the cheat sheet. I think I've got it here. Yeah. Here it is. I wrote mine down. My husband was working late. I wanted to print it out, and I thought, no, he's still busy and the printer is in his office. So I just wrote it down. Why not? I write everything down. So I've got my beanie schematics down there, when and what I do want to do and how many rows, how many stitches, blah blah blah, with the swatches I made. And then you work from I think there's like 5 decreases that you do in total. So yeah, but she explains it brilliantly in her video, so you are more than welcome to go and watch. And I'm so happy with this. I am so happy with this. Yeah. Let's get the tails out of the way. Yeah. It's a nice rounded crown, and it was really, really simple to do. Look how large this beanie is on my head. I think it fits my son. Really, people, when I say I think my face is the size of his child, evidence. Okay, so I still have like 20 or 30 grams of the danika left. So this is going to my scrap blanket, the mosaic blanket I want to do when I have enough scraps. So yeah. I'm caking this, working in the tails, and then it's wash and wear. Yay! Okay, so this one is finished, and I started with the what was the next one? The pure gold chunky, the pure gold chunky in chilli. And I do not have DP ends large enough for this. Oh, that's the other thing. I was working with the circular needles, with the rim, and I thought, okay, let me switch over to DP ends. So for the body of the beanie, and so when I get to the decreases, then I'm already on the DP ends, then it'll get easier. And it didn't work as nice. I found myself not really knitting on the beanie, and then I switched over back again to the no, it was the other way around. I worked with the circular needles, and I continued with the circular needles, but I think my circular needles, no, I'm confusing myself. No, I switched to the DP ends, and then I realized I'm not working on it and it's taking forever, and I switched back to the circulars, and then everything just worked out and it was back to normal again. And when it was time for the decreases, then I switched over to the DP ends, and it was just something that I noted. It wasn't I think it was the same with the socks. I was working the socks with the circular needles, and I was struggling, and when and it went really slow, and then I switched over to the DP ends, and then the work was flying. And this was basically the opposite of that. So if you find yourself to be struggling with something, maybe it's with what you are working with, that's maybe it's the stitch, or maybe it's the needles, and when I switched it out, I just immediately worked a lot more comfortable. I think it depends on what you are working on and with what, but yeah, and it was in a wink of an eye, and this was finished. I will show you a picture of the decreases, the original decreases I did to make it look raglan, but I did it with 6 DPN needles. It was insane. It looked like a monstrosity. I will put the picture at the end of the journal so that you can see what it looked like. Needles everywhere, but yeah, it didn't give me any problems the first time around when I worked with the DP ends for the decreases. It actually quite worked well. It was just a lot of needles everywhere, and I decreased eventually from 6 needles to 3 needles, and then I finished the beanie, and it looked really pretty. It was just, I didn't like how it looked when it was on his head, and that's why I frogged it. I didn't tink my work. I took the circular needles and I picked up the stitches where just the row before I started with the decreases. I picked up the stitches and then I just frogged until I was on the row with the circulars, and then I just continued with my new decrease recipe. But yeah, okay, done with this. Now I'm on something new. So far I'm working with for the ribbing I'm using 4.5 circulars, and when I get to the body of the beanie then I will use my 5.5 circulars. And now this is a 40 centimeter, and for now it's already super tight. As you can see, it's already super tight with a 40, and I'm afraid that when I'm switching over to the 5.5 that this would not be enough. But I do not have a 5.5 in 60 centimeters, nor do I have DPNs that's 5.5. So I'm gonna try something new. I bought myself 2 5.5s, and then I'm gonna work it with 1/2 of the beanie on the one set and the other half of the beanie on the one set. I'm still gonna work in the round. It's just gonna be a bit of a different technique, and I'll let you guys know how it's going. Or you'll hear me complain about it if it didn't go well. But so far yeah, it's going good. It's just a little bit crowded on the 40 centimeters, but I'll keep on going until it's like 10 centimeters, or maybe I'll just do 8. I'm doing 8, 8 and 8. The brim 8 centimeters, the body 8 centimeters, and then the crown will be 8 centimeters. So I'll see. If I'm gonna do a double, then maybe I will do this in 10 or 11 centimeters, so when I fold it over then it's like 5. But yeah, we'll see. And then I know I'm doing it similar to my other beanie, but I've got a lot of clients coming into the shop, and then they will ask me questions like can I make a jersey with this? And then I'm like, okay, what does your pattern say? No, I don't have a pattern. Oh, okay, so then that's a little bit difficult to say then. So at least I know this is less than 100 grams. If I think about the amount I spent on the jersey and the amount of yarn I spent on the beanie, then I will most probably be able to get 2 beanies out of one charity double knit 100-gram ball. That's not bad. But okay, that said, this isn't a large beanie. This is just like a beanie to fit a teenager's or a young adult. But definitely not like, yeah, not a large head, maybe a medium, but not a large. But yeah, so maybe 2 medium beanies. But now I'm trying to figure out how much wool would I need in a chunky, because I know with crochet I need a ball and a half. If I'm going to crochet anything, a beanie with a chunky, I will definitely need more than 1 ball. So yeah, I'll see now with the knitting. So far it seems like 1 ball of chunky would be enough. I will maybe not be able to get out 2 beanies, but I will definitely get out 1. So yeah, I'll have to see when it's done how much yarn I've got left over, and then I will be able to make a calculative decision then. So yeah, one beanie done, one beanie on the needles, and ooh, another finished object. Where is it? Where is it? I think I left it. Hold on a moment. Look at that! Doesn't that look nice? It's already been used and abused multiple times. My son loves it. I love it. I surprisingly love it very, very much. The nubs, they are doing exactly what I want them to be doing. And the ridges, to be honest, this washcloth would have been fine with just the ridges. It was, oh, it's so therapeutic. When I wash my face, I just end up just rubbing like a cat, you know, just scratch it. Please don't stop. So yeah, it worked out. So this is the back side. And this is the front. But yeah, like I said, I'm using the flat side for my face. And this side for any rubbing and scrubbing. I think I will definitely make myself something for the kitchen as well. But okay, this, it's a finished object, but it's going back to the drawing board because I'm not very happy with, you see here where the nub sections are? It's a bit going like, not happy with that. So I'm going to create extra structure in this cloth. As you can see there where the what was it called, horizontal V-stitch ridges, it gives a lot of structure to the the washcloth. So I want to do like a centimeters amount of, or a centimeter and a half of extra ridges on the sides and 2 rows of ridges at the top and the bottom, just to keep everything intact, because here in the middle it looks perfect. And I was afraid this is going to be a little bit too small, but after seeing my son use it, perfect. It's perfect, really. So if I can show here, you see, I just want that extra bit of structure around this cloth. So this will go back, and then I will start another one, and I think I will make others, a couple of more that would be the same, and then one that's maybe just the ridges, 1 or 2 with just the ridges. That worked really nice. And I thought maybe it's not gonna, you're not gonna feel the ridges as much, but you'll be surprised. This is a lovely cloth for my face, or the back side in any case. This is a bit too stimulating. But the nubs, they work perfectly, and the ridges wonderfully. This, yeah, and the cotton, I was surprised. I thought with the amount of hot water and soap that's going through this, that it's going to lose a lot of color. It was a no-brainer for me. Now, I remember, I don't, let's say I bath in lava. Who can relate? I take a bath in lava every day, and I really thought that intense amount of hot water, and with the soap and everything, and you know, you're using it for washing, so there's a lot of friction going on. I really thought I'm going to lose a lot of color. But look at this. Do you see any major color loss? No? Look at that. I'm impressed. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with these with the Elle cottons. That said, the first couple of times, okay, literally like the first 2 times I used it, a lot of color came off the cloth, and that was after I put this through the washing machine. So I gave this a good wash in the washing machine, and then it went to the bathroom, and still a lot of color came out. But as you can see, no real color loss. So it was, maybe it wasn't rinsed in production or something, or as well. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so I was like, oh, when I saw all the color coming off the cloth, I thought, oh well, definitely gonna fade. No fade. So yeah, I think with the next one, I still got these colors, so I think the next one be in one of these, and then I will try it with the extra rim around the cloth. I'm very satisfied with the crab stitch, crab stitch I used. It made for a very nice rounded cloth, and even though it looks thick, but when I use it, it's very, you know, it doesn't feel like, it feels like I'm working with a face cloth. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's just perfect. So yeah, when I'm satisfied with what's going on there, then I will try and make an effort to release a tutorial and make a couple of videos on how to do the naps and the ridges. It's really not too difficult, and you'll definitely be able to do it. And then you can also enjoy these washcloths. It's very nice. I do recommend. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, there's a couple of videos I haven't released yet. Even though I've been ill or sick in June, when my boy came back from that first week of school, he gifted me a wonderful head cold. He came back, he was at school Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday he had a wet nose, and that night he had fever. The next day he had a cold fever, and the Sunday I was snotty from 0 to 100. I had my fever that Sunday, and naturally it's windy and rainy, so I had a couple of days again with no voice, and I was just not feeling producing and editing and uploading videos, even though some of the videos were already edited and everything was ready to go. So I am feeling a lot better, a better mood. So I will try and get those videos out so that you can see the progress I've made with my witmalgas graph. Let's see. Yeah, I've done this corner, and I've done my first block, color block, and I've started. There you go. Let me show you. Okay, this is the front. Yeah, I use this marker as so I can see where the front is, and here's my first little black box. Now you can see it. And then I use these pegs. There's a video that still needs to be released that shows you why I'm using these pegs, especially when there's a lot of colors coming in. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more of these pegs, and I'll also get really busy with it once the jersey thing is done, and then I can my jumbo jersey, I'll show you in a minute. If I can get the jumbo jersey off my back, then I can give full attention to the corner to corner graph, and I'm looking forward to that. So here it is, the jumbo jumper. And I've got good news and bad news. I'm sorry. Okay, good news first. This is where we were last, and we are now done. The raglans are working out perfectly, but guess what? I'm gonna frog this part and this part. I want to lower the my collar with at least 2 rows, and I don't want to take away from my short rows here. Or maybe, that's an idea. Okay, first I thought I am going to frog my collar, frog the short rows, and then frog 2 rows, and then start my short rows 2 rows below. But now I'm thinking maybe I should just no, I will have to, yes. I added another 2 short rows here just at the back, and I'm super happy where it is now. It's just the front. No, I will have to frog the collar, frog the 2 short rows at the back, then I will have to frog the 8 short rows here at the front, and I will frog 2 rounds, and then I will start my 8 short rows where the 2 rounds would have been. So nothing's going to change. I'm just going to start the short rows a little bit earlier, and I'm going to reduce the jersey with 2 rounds. And I'll show you in a minute. Or not in a minute, soon. Let me put this on, and then I'll show you. I love this. I can't wait to wear it. And if I'm not going to resolve my ickiness here at the front, then irrespective of how much I love the jersey, I'm not going to wear it. So so let me put this on, and then I'll show you and we'll chat further. Hello, what do you think? Huh? Isn't it looking great? The raglans are doing its job. It's shaping the jersey where it needs to go. At the back as well, you see here, this is where we were the last time, and you see here, I'm very fine with I'm okay with the back. It's just this part here, it's just in my but yeah, look at, I'm standing on my toes. Let's see if I can't move it a little bit further so you can see more of the jersey. Okay, so if I stand on my, it's just underneath underneath my bum. But yeah, look, I love this. This is wearing unbelievably comfortable. I've got like a gazillion tails to weave in the end. But otherwise, look, I love it. It's perfect. I love how the color work came out, the raglan. It's just here, just this. Okay, so this is a close-up. As you can see, the back is fine. It's not that bad when I'm sitting, but I feel like I have to pull this forward a lot. So I think I'm going to take back some of the, I'm going to taper it a little bit more. Taper it a little bit more, a little bit lower. When I'm stuck, I don't know what to call it, when I have another session, irritation, a bad week of allergies and sinuses, because when it rains, I've got allergies and sinuses. When the wind blows, allergies and sinuses. So yeah, it's basically permanent at the moment, especially with all the beautiful flowers that's popping up everywhere. It's gorgeous and it's killing me. But yeah, so my throat is very irritated, and with just, even though it's not like it's pulling to the back, it's not pulling at all, it's just sitting right here, and it's irritating it's really irritating. So I'm not going to continue with that sentence, but yeah, it's really irritating. So I just need to lower this part of the collar with 2 rows. If it was like here, no problem, it would have been perfect. So this is just a small restructuring I'm going to do to keep me from wanting to feel, it feels like I'm suffocating when anything puts pressure on this part of my neck, when my sinuses are acting up, and when my allergies are really, really high. This morning I was already sitting like with cat allergy or eyes. So yeah, it's like I said, it's not like my throat is swollen or anything, but it's very sensitive. I don't want anything at my throat, not even a turtleneck. And I've got a cupboard full of turtlenecks, and I love wearing turtlenecks, but when my allergies are this high, it's out of the question. So yeah, this is the last little bit that needs to be fixed, and then I've got a gazillion tails to weave in, and then it's done. The never-ending story, the never-ending jumbo, that should be his name. But when this is done, it's definitely going to be an item I will wear all the time. It's incredibly comfortable. I thought it's going to weigh a lot. Not really, but yeah. Okay, so let me do a quick change, and I'll see you in a second. Oh, there we go. So with my jumbo jumper entering its final form, I can't say its completion. It's been completed already like 3 or 4 times. It's just been frogged a lot. So with the jersey entering the stage of its final form, I decided, just as with my son's little jersey, I want to make myself a beanie. I always making beanies for my son, for my husband, and now I want one. And I want one to fit the jumbo jumper. So I am busy with a colourwork beanie. It's already been frogged twice as well, just so you know. Okay, this is going to be a nice fitted beanie. So I don't want a brim to be folded. It's going to work from 8 centimeters. Yeah, the thirds will be 8 centimeters in the one color, then 8 centimeters in the taupe, and then it will end with a rounded crown with 8 centimeters of the hazelnut, and it will still have its color work. Okay, let's see. Look at my I say, yeah, so I still have a bit to go with the taupe, and then normally, yeah, when you reach the crown of your head, that's when you see this part here. So this up until here, it's going to be 8 centimeters, and then when your beanie reaches your crown, that's when you start the crown of your beanie. And that's the thirds. So yeah, I thought it's going to look really pretty with my jumper. I don't normally do the matchy thing. I, try to mix and match, but I just thought, nah, it needs to go with that jumbo jumper, and then I can use it with anything else as well, because it's cream and taupe and brown and neutral colors. It will go with most things. I just thought it would look nice. So yeah, and my hands were itching. I'm knitting all of these beanies. My hands are like, what are you doing? We are not knitting machines, we do crochet. So yeah, I couldn't help myself. I just had to crochet a beanie, and that's going quite fast. So yeah, I'm definitely a crocheter by heart, definitely. So okay, last on our agenda, guess who is almost at 6 months. I'm in my 7th month with my temperature blanket. Okay, don't get ideas. We are in month 7 of the temperature blanket, and I'm basically here. You see, we started here. Okay, the blanket's probably not this thin, it's more like this, and I have worked it now here, and I've only got a little bit more to go, and then decreases. I'm so excited. Yeah, because here, this is where I'm going to start with the decreases. This is where I am. So it's basically a month and a half away from decreases. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so let me show you the bad boy. Our mammoth boa constrictor blanket. Wow, my little Swiss roll. Look at this. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Okay, where's that stitch marker? It should be here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, I found the stitch marker. Let me get ready. Oh, sorry, there's a snake on my lap. Okay, this is where we were in the last journal, and as you can see, I've made quite some new progress. I think the previous time was just like just a little bit, but yeah, I've made plenty of progress this time, and I had a lot of inspiration especially when I got near to the end of month 6, and I know I'm getting closer and closer to that decrease. I think the only thing that really makes it difficult for me is the fact that I need to switch this boa constrictor from side to side and roll it up, and it wants to roll in its own. It's got a life of its own. That's why I call it my boa constrictor. It looks like a very you see, there it goes. So yeah. It's surprisingly light. It's surprisingly light so far. I think if we double it up, it's still fine. Then it will feel like a nice healthy blanket. But yeah, it's, my cat weighs more than this, so that's not bad, and we're halfway. I was afraid it's going to be ridiculously it's, you know, very heavy, especially for such a big blanket, and how are you going to wash that? This will easily fit into the washing machine. Well, double this will easily fit into the washing machine, no problem. Yeah, I think that's not bad progress made. Oh, this is the green line. Wasn't the green one there? And now we're here. I think there's, look how it went from the oranges, and now it's starting to go in the yellows and the blues and the greens. I don't think we're gonna go completely blue like with this orange section here. It doesn't look like it. But I think there's like a large green section coming up, if I check correctly. But yeah, so we're making good progress, and getting closer to the end line is giving me that extra oomph that I need to get this done. But yeah, look at this beast. Hey. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, that's everything I can report for you guys. And you've seen the new colors in the shop, and you saw that I'm having a clearance sale on all my Aglow. Okay, yeah, there's only 4 colors left for the Aglow yarn. So it's a clearance sale. It needs to go. There's nothing wrong with the yarn. It's just they don't produce those colors or that specific yarn anymore. I've made myself a jersey. I've seen other made beautiful wearables as well, and I think it will also make beautiful beanies. And I've seen it as very pretty scarves and shawls, because it's got that little what's not tinsel, that little bling in it. It's got a little bling in it. So it feels slightly coarse because of the bling, but it's really not that bad. It made a very, very pretty jersey. I made a textured, I think it was like with a leafy yoke, and then stripe. The rest of the jersey was stripes, but it was really pretty texture. But yeah, so that needs to go. It needs to go to make space for other things, new things. I'm still working on getting some pallets for the shelves in the shop, for the pop-up shop. But those will then, I think, have you seen the videos of the shelves my husband and I made? We made like a little weekend of it, and then we made the shelves, and we made the display stand. Obviously, when you enter the shop, you recognize, okay, this is handmade, homemade. It's not like woo fancy and stylish. It's just very homemade. But I like the look because it's a pop-up shop in a garage. So I'm keeping the comfy feel or the homemade feel, the garage workshop. But okay, yeah. So, but I wanna, we're gonna, because I've got with my reuse, repurpose theme. That's also why I want to use pallets, and I don't want to buy extra wood. So make something of something that's discarded, and then I think the yarns and everything will also look very pretty in a nice little box, wooden box, on display. But anyways, that's some future things we're still busy with in the making, and I will keep you updated and posted of everything that's going on. The one lady, she let me know that she their group, they did about 40 beanies for the Fash beanie project. That's done now. So, but I'm pretty sure anything is always welcome, irrespective of if there's a project or not. There's always children in need. So, but yeah, so at the moment, the special in my shop would be the Glow special. And please come and say hi, pop in, come check out the new colors. And yeah, I'll talk about this baby again next month. Let's see how the progress is going and see if there's anything extra that I've completed or anything new that I've decided to start. And then yeah, we'll chat again soon, everyone. Bye.